Welcome guys, Repeat guys, welcome back to the channel guys. I'm back with another reaction video, and this time guys I will be reacting to PewDiePie's new video, which is my worst controversy. So let's dive right into it.
What is my most controversial video? Fish lasagna?
So I guess he will be going through his videos to see which one is the most controversial, I think.
Bridge?
I've never seen the one.
Nope. It's why I don't like Marvel movies. Let's look at this video.
Well, we got 81,000 dislikes.
Last but not least, in Infinity War, apparently a big deal of the movie is that a lot of superheroes die. I'm not going to spoil which ones or anything like that, but let's just entertain the idea that, let's say, Iron Man dies.
Let's say Iron Man dies. Marvel, write that down.
Felix, Iron Man dies. Felix, I don't like Marvel. Also, Felix, it's impossible to have superpowers.
Haha, good one, Felix. I like how my main criticism of the Marvel films was that no one actually dies. I was proven wrong. To be honest, I never watched Endgame or any of the last films, and when I flew recently from Japan to UK, my computer were in charge. I had no choice but to watch what was offered, and it was all Avengers, of course. Which is one of the reasons I didn't like Marvel, because it's literally everywhere. But
Marvel being everywhere is not a bad thing. That means it just means that a lot of persons are enjoying it.
I watched it and I actually enjoyed it
exactly
for the first time.
Exactly.
Please don't dislike this video. I love Marvel, okay? This is not the point. I realized the reason why I liked it so much was because I finally liked one of its heroes. Thanos.
Oh, Thor. Thanos? Seriously?
That's right. Thanos is epic.
I thought it was gonna say Thor.
And also very sexy. I realized that there's already 100 videos at least about the philosophy of Thanos and why was Thanos right? Population. Well, I would argue that Thanos was actually better than all of us. Here's why. Well, first of all, was Thanos right? To understand that, you must understand what is right.
Yeah.
You have glasses on now.
Yeah, he's
what is right?
Him wearing his glasses is his smart face, I think.
By the way, it's such a smug question. Don't think too hard. This is not I'm 14 and this is D. I'm waiting. Right is, in most senses, and you could call an ethical system to bring wellness to something, a community or yourself. And sometimes making the right choice will lead to unethical actions. Like, say, wiping off half the universe. The philosopher Søren Kierkegaard, who I've spoken about before on my channel, calls this concept in the book of Fear and Trembling the theological suspension of the ethical. Telos means goal in Greek, and it basically means putting aside what is right or what is technically good to do in hope for something greater. If you buy G Fuel, enter the code PewDiePie to become epically energized and thirst quenched, you made a theological decision. Thanos believed that wiping out half the universe would make it so that life would actually be able to continue and thrive and become better and not just cease to exist. I
don't get it. If wiping out, how can wiping out the universe makes it better so life can go on? I don't get it.
I think that's the consensus. I don't really remember.
This universe is finite, its resources finite. If life is left unchecked, life will cease to exist. It needs correction.
You don't know that!
I'm the only one who knows that.
But his goal is for things to turn out well, and he doesn't take pleasure in the killing, which I think is an important distinction of him being good or right.
He's crying. This is when he had to sacrifice the girl. That's the important distinction
of why he's likable. He's a tragic hero. This makes Thanos what Søren Kierkegaard would call a knight of infinite resignation. And so what is that then? Well, Kierkegaard defined life in 3 different stages, and I've spoken about this on my channel before, but the first one, where most of us is in the aesthetic. We're sort of trapped here. We're focusing purely on our senses. We try and maximize them as much as possible to feel as good as possible. We don't live for one single thing, but many different
Stop, I'm not cute, you are.
things. And I think most people can relate to that. We make these choices based on what will make us happy. So how do you get out of the aesthetic? Well, you move on to the ethical. And to put it very simple, it's basically living for others or another purpose beyond your senses. And it's here where the Night of Infinite Resignation can exist. Just because it's called a night doesn't mean it has to be a man, it could be any. But I also believe Kierkegaard calls it a night to symbolize someone very strong and chivalrous and tough. You would have to be to make these sort of decisions that a Night of Infinite Resignation has to make. When Kierkegaard talks about the infinite, he's talking about what you love. And that is what defines your entire worldview. The quote from the book is, "So for the first thing, the night will have power to concentrate the whole content of life and the whole significance of reality in one single wish. The night of infinite resignation resigns."
So that's the Thanos snap. Because here it says, so for the first thing, the night will have power to concentrate the whole content of life and the whole significance of reality in one single wish. So the single wish will probably be like Thanos' snap, that one single snap of his finger and everything gets destroyed. I don't know. Maybe that's what I got from it.
Power to concentrate the whole content of life and the whole significance of reality in one single wish. The Night of Infinite Resignation resigns just that, everything for this wish. And Thanos did this. He put everything aside to reach this goal, to reach this wish. A hero is typically defined by what they love. What do you love? Have you ever made a decision on something that you sacrifice for the greater good? Maybe you've given up on a dream to pursue happiness for someone else. By understanding what we love, we open up ourselves to become more vulnerable, and this is something that's very hard to do. But a Night of Infinite Resignation also understands that the world is finite. The world doesn't always fall into the right place. Sometimes you will not always win. There's a limit to each and every one of our capacities, and no matter how hard we try. Let's say you have all these mean superheroes who manages to frickin' turn back time to stop you, Jesus.
Time travel! What?
Is that Hulk? Seriously, how is he looking like that? He's looking old.
I see this as an absolute win.
Let's say they didn't snap Thanos back. Sorry, spoilers. Would Thanos given up?
Oh, is the Endgame Part 2 out already? I don't know. I'm gonna have to check.
Given up at this point? I don't think
Wait, is
so.
that?
And this is what Kierkegaard calls for when you reach your capacity of your limit, you must then turn inward. And here you can keep your love, he says, as young as the day you had it, and it lives on spiritually infinite. This, of course, would be very painful, but you can reconcile in its spiritually infinite existence. I think it's really interesting with Kierkegaard is that he himself gave up his love of his life, Regina Olsen, to pursue his writing. Another sacrifice. And I think that's probably why he came up with this whole idea. But I think that's what makes him so interesting, because he truly lived his ideas. I criticized Kierkegaard in a previous video because he explained everything previously in this book, Either Or, with such perfect rationale for hundreds of pages, and when he talks about the aesthetic and when he talks about the ethic. But when he talked about the third stage, the religion, rationale was just completely thrown out the window. And to me, whenever discussing religion, it has always just seemed to me like blind acceptance and blind following, and it seemed like he wanted you to do the same thing. But it's clear that I didn't understand Kierkegaard, because that's not what he wanted at all. If anything, he was strongly against that. He was strongly against blind acceptance. It's part of the reason why he criticized Christianity at the time, because people had just accepted becoming Christians, and it wasn't something that he thought people actually practiced. Even if you're not religious, you still probably blindly accept a lot of ideas. That's not to say that everyone religious blindly accepts ideas,
that
but
is
you
true.
understand what I mean. We protect ourselves from ideas because some of them would change our worldview if we accepted them. Some ideas will never fully get pondered, and therefore we will never find our infinite. Is it a coincidence that it's called Marvel Infinity War? I don't think so. This whole connection with Marvel is so cringy, but I tricked you into listening philosophy epically. You know, my final message is this, and it's the same as Kierkegaard's. You have to practice your ideas. You can't just buy Ninja's Guide to how to become a pro gamer.
Ninja Get Good, my ultimate guide to gaming. I didn't know Ninja had a book. It got what, 3.9.5 stars. Not bad. Not bad. Ninja Get Good, my ultimate guide to gaming.
And
Tyler Belvin.
Gamer. You must practice. I'm 14, and this is PewDiePie. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a bit random.
It was very interesting.
I really enjoyed Kierkegaard's Fear and Trembling. It's a great book. I kind of feel like I've jumped a bit back and forth too much with philosophy, but it's something that I enjoy reading and something I enjoy sharing, so I hope you guys enjoy it as well. I made a theological sacrifice for you to hopefully enjoy this video, because it's not going to get any views. Buy the figurine.
Oh, the head is detachable too. Oh, cool.
Bye-bye.
I gotta get me one. Well, that was some different video. It is totally different from what I was expecting. I was expecting some funny video, but it was very interesting. I think I'm still gonna post this video and maybe see what you guys think about it. So guys, I'm gonna have the link down in the description to this video, to the original video from PewDiePie, so you guys can go and check it out. And if you like this video, ensure you drop a like on it, and if you're new to my channel, ensure that you hit the subscribe button. My name is Ardell the Reaper, guys, and until next time, I will see you. Peace out.
Make money, make money. Life can't sweet and I don't make money. These can't happen, them not make honey. Make money, make money. Ice for my wrist, I freeze out when it's sunny. Gucci, my neck full of gold like bunny.